Yes. Share. కనిపిస్తుందా? వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా? హలో. నా వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తుందా మీకు అక్కడ? ఓకే. స్టార్ట్ చేసేయమంటారా? స్టార్ట్ చేసేయమంటారా? హలో. స్టార్ట్ చేసేయమంటారా? హలో. స్టార్ట్ చేసేయమంటారా తమ్ముడు? ఓకే ఓకే. Yeah. Hello, good evening, friends. I am Mr. KIRAN Kumar Reddy, purchasing PhD from National Institute of Technology, TIRUCHIRAPALLI, under Prime Minister Research Fellowship, PMRF. So, if you are really interested to do some research, you should know something about India's highest paid fellowship, that is Prime Minister's Research Fellowships. So, in this lecture is mainly focusing on the how to get this Prime Minister's Research Fellowship, what are the eligible requirements, and how this application process mainly will happen, and what were the fellowship amount and all. So, if you are fear about the interview, and this will be the best option to build your research career, since this PMRF fellowship will don't have any interview process. So once you have submitted your application, based upon your proposal, they will select you as a PMRF fellow. So this lecture is mainly focusing about these things. Initial portion of this lecture, we are mainly focusing on the what was this PMRF, what are the various granting institutes, what will be the seat allotment order, and what will be the fellowship paid to you from MHRDA, and what is the admission process, eligibility criteria, what will be the application procedure, and what are the various disciplines available in this, and what will the on what basis you will be going to select, and what is the monitoring mechanism, and how to write a proposal and small case study I will be going to present here. So about the PMRF, the Prime Minister Research Fellowship, this PMRF scheme was designed to improve the quality in research of higher education institutes in the country. So these schemes attracting the several researchers through the very high attractive fellowship, which can use it to the development and innovation. So the scheme was announced by the Indian government in 2018-19 budget. So according to this scheme, the institute which is having this PMRF fellowship is including these IITs and IISERs and IIC Bangalore and other top central universities which was placed top 25 NIRF ranking, which can offer the science and technology. So as we discussed here, this PMRF fellowship hosting institutes will be like this. All IITs, that is Indian Institute of Science and Technologies, and all IISERs, Indian Institute of Science, Education and Research. And next one is the IISc, that is the Indian Institute of Science. So apart from these three, the universities or central universities or NITs, those who are offering the science and technology degrees, and which is placed top 25 in the NIRF ranking, is also having this fellowship opportunity. So these are the list of NITs or central universities which is having the PMRF fellowship. First one is the Jawaharlal Nehru University, Banaras Hindu University, University of Hyderabad, Aligarh Muslim University, Jaima Milghai Islamia, and University of Delhi and National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. So if you want to become as PMRF fellowship, you have to join any one of these institute as a to do your PhD program. So among this, all IITs and NITs, so only the one NIT among the all NITs is having this fellowship, that will be the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli, since it is the 23rd rank in overall NIRF ranking. So what will be the seat allotment rule? On what basis the seat allotment will be allocated to the each and every institute? According to the MHRDA rules, the top 10 universities which are placed in the NIRF ranking will be allocated with the 3.5% of the total seats. And the institutes which are having the 11th to 12th, 25th place in NIRF ranking, they will be allocated with the 2.5% of seats. And rest of universities will be allocated with the 1.5% of the total amount of seats available per each year. So once you are coming to the fellowship, the main thing, like what is the vacancies, how many vacancies they will fill in each year. So there is no exact count like how many vacancies has to fill in every year, since the PhD is not a time bounded period. It may go up to 5 or 6 years. So since there is no time bound of the PMRF fellowship also, the MHRDA is formulated the one rule such that at any time or at any instance, the PMRF fellows should not exceed the 1,000. So if the next year, if the PMRS fellows is exceeding the 1,000, the intake will be scaled down proportionally to make the total seats do not exceeding 1,000. So once you are awarded with this PMRF fellowship, you will be getting the 5 years of fellowship. The first 2 years you will be having paid by the 70,000, and third year you will be paid by the 75,000, and the fourth and fifth years you will be paid by the 80,000 per month. So apart from this fellowship, you will be eligible to access the research grant, that is 2 lakhs per year. The total amount of research grant will be the 10 lakhs for entire your tenure period, that is 5 years. So once you, how to use this research grant? So this research grant you can use for the traveling and daily allowances to attend any conferences, symposium, workshop, seminar training, short-term programs, and field works and other. So if you want to attend any international conferences outside the India also, you can use this amount of contingency amount. So if you want to purchase any PC, laptop, tablet, or e-reader, printer, scanner, you can purchase. Or you want to payment of any publication charges, including the color pages or extra charges also, you can use this research consultancy amount. If you want to make any permanent life membership of any societies, or purchasing the book or journal subscription charges, or your experimental testing charges also, you can claim by using this amount research grant. So how this PMRF admissions process will be carried out? As per the MHRD rules, the PMRF admissions will be done in the two ways. One will be the direct entry, second one will be the lateral entry. So one by one we will discuss. The first one will be the direct entry. How you are entered directly as a PMRF fellow in any institute. The first eligibility condition is the candidate should complete the final year of BTech or purchasing the first year of MTech program in any institute or any university, but you should have the minimum CGPA of 8 in a previous graduation, and you have the GATE score minimum 650 and above. So this GATE score will be awaited if your degree is from the centrally funded institute. Second one will be if you are qualified in the GATE and you are purchasing the MTech or MS by research first year, you should have the minimum CGPA of 8. So once you are fulfilled these two criteria, one will be you have to complete your BTech and you have the minimum CGPA of 8 and you have the GATE score of 650. If you are doing the MTech, you have to complete your first year of your MTech with a CGPA of 8 from the any PMRF granting institute. So once you fulfill this criteria, you can able to apply as a PMRF. You can attend the PhD interviews for release for the PMRF candidates, and you will be selected. So this selection process will be the candidate performance will be judged based upon your research exposure, your amount of number of publications, and your performance in the international academic activities and grades, mainly by the recommendation letters. So this PMRF fellowship will mainly get because of the recommendation. So you should have a great recommendation from your supervisor or from your institute. So this is the whatever this is discussed is the direct entry. This is the later entry of later entry channel. So in the later entry, you have to eligible to apply after completing your first year of your PhD program. Once you are admitted to the any PMRF granting institute like IITs or NITs and the institutes which is having the top 25 NIF ranking, you have to complete your PhD 1 year program, that is the 12 months. Once you are completed the 1 year of your PhD program, you have to minimum CGPA 8.5. If you have the minimum CGPA 8.5, you are able to apply for this PMRF fellowship. So this is the same. Again, you will be going to the PMRF interviews, not interviews. You have to submit your proposal based upon the strong recommendation given by your supervisor and your institute. You will be going to be select as the Prime Minister Research Fellowship. Again, the matrices which can judge the candidate performance is including these things. That is the mainly research proposal, publications, records, grades, and it may be due to your publication and conferences proceedings. The main thing, like generally the number of seats available as a direct entry will be the very less number of seats. They will fill the number of seats direct entry is very less, but the lateral entry admissions will be very high. Huge number of admissions will be carried out. In National Institute of Technology, every semester they will be going to select around 5 students. When it is coming to the IITs, they will be going to select around 20 to 30 students per year. So that is better to complete your master's in any institute, and you will apply a PhD in any PMRF granting institute, complete your coursework, then you apply for this PMRF. There is a great chance of getting this fellowship. So the eligibility criteria is once you are joined as a PMRF, joined as any PhD program in a PMRF granting institute, you have to secure a minimum 8.5 CGPA, and you have to complete your first year of PhD. Then you have to in this PhD or PhD, you have to complete your 4 courses. Once you are completed this eligibility criteria, you can apply for the PMRF fellowship. So what was the application procedure? What will be the application of procedure? So the application of procedure will be start from here. You will be receive the one circular from the your head of the institute. So once you receive the circulation, the department will ask you to submit your proposal. Once you are submitted your proposal, the departmental level committee will be cross-checking your proposal. The worth or good proposal will forward it to the PMRF Institute Coordinating Committee. Once the Institute Coordinating Committee also accept your proposal, then they will allow you to submit your application through the PMRF web portal. Once you are submitted your application through the PMRF web portal, the National Coordination Committee will going to the cross-check your proposal. Once the National Coordinating Committee will accept your proposal, you will be selected as the Prime Minister's Research Fellowship. In this complete entire process, it will be greatly depend upon the proposal, the way of you are writing the proposal. So there is no other factors will be different here, and along with your recommendation from the institute will play a significant role in this selection. There is no PPT presentation and all in this process. So this is the broad research areas which mainly this fellowship look. One will be the civil engineering, earth sciences, architecture, ocean and naval engineering. So the mainly these type of research areas will be coordinating institute with the IIT Roorkee. And next one is the mechanical engineering, aerospace engineering and design. This will be the coordinating with the IIT Bombay. Electrical, this is the different research areas and the coordinate institutes. If you are submitting the research proposal, first they will check whether your research proposal will falls under which research area. If your research proposals fall under the civil engineering department, so your proposal will be sent it to the IIT Roorkee for a scrutiny process. So what will the matrices to select a candidate? So they will mainly see your research proposal. If you write a very good research proposal, there is a high possibility of you are getting as a this PMRF fellowship. And they will secondly they will look into the your gate score. What will be your gate score? If you have a very good gate score, that will be very helpful. And your experience and your intern experience and your conference proceedings and gold medals or any awards publications they will see. The mainly this process completely process will be depends on your recommended. So whether how at what strongly your supervisor or your institute is going to recommend you, that will play a significant role on your selection. So you should have to get a good recommendation from your institute as well as your research guide. And you should have a very good consistency in your research work and academics. So you do not have, if you have a very good consistency in academic activities, that will be a very good opportunity to select as this fellowship. So once you are awarded with the fellowship, you are going to monitor completely under the MHRDN, which is continuously monitored by the National Coordination Committee. So yearly once you are going to have one review meeting. In the review meeting, 2 internal members and 1 external members from the other institute is going to be joined with you, and they will critically review the performance which you did in last 1 year. So based upon your performance, they are giving the grades. This is the 3 grades. One is the recommended with commendation, and the progress satisfactory continued fellowship. Third one is the needs improvement. So this is the different grades they are giving for each fellow. So now, so how to write a good research proposal? Now I am mainly discussing about how to write a good research proposal. You can see here, first visit your any industry and relate your proposal to the project. So once you have a something mind, you want to work about some research, first of all, you have to visit any near industry and you relate proposal with the project. Identify the real situation of the problem and ask any inputs followed by them to overcome that problem, and compare your methodology with existing methodology, and you can analyze the what is the advantages and disadvantages having with it. So after that, inquire the rough estimation, what will be the price cost estimation and all. So once you completed these 4 steps, once you are knowing the problem statement, then you think about how to solve the problem very carefully. Once you solve the problem, you have to generate the ideas to solve it, and then formulate your methodology and plan your methodology, write a proposal. So this proposal should not be exceeding 3 to 4 pages. You will write a good proposal in 3 to 4 pages. So your aim should be, it should improve the quality of research, and you should think very much about to improve the research and development. Through research and development, mainly your product or your methodology should be eco friendly and cost effective, and it should be have a great influence on social welfare. So once your problem statement was formulated, you have to focus upon the methodology, how to develop, how to achieve your problem statement, how to develop and all. So next, this is the main thing, like you have to a timeline of your project. So since this is the very highest paid in fellowship in India, so they are mainly looking for your time bound, which in how many years we are going to achieve your objectives. So timeline of your project is the most important. It should be very clear and achievable. Mention the individual objectives and the corresponding timelines like this. So for example, your phase 1, at how many months you will going to complete phase 1. Phase 2 of your work, how many months? Phase 3 of objectives, how many months? So you have to plan, since it is a very highest fellowship, you have to complete your objectives. It is preferably by 3 years. So you have to plan your objectives which can be able to achievable in a next 3 years. Your proposal should be consisting of these headings. First one will be the title page. Thus, this title page should give a clear understanding of what or about what work, what thing you are going to focus in this if you get this PMRF. So you mainly focusing your title of your research work. The title should reflect the your complete work or complete research work in a single sentence. Single sentence. Next, you have to write the proposal summary that will consisting of the research problem and background and motivation. After that, you have to write your objectives of your research. So this objective will be you have to write a 3 or 4 short goals which can be able to achieve in the next 3 years. Of that state of what with the current knowledge of research area or existing studies on your problem. Next, you have to propose your own methodology. It should be better to have a clear design and requirement of your methodology. Then plan your work. The work should be the time bounded objectives. It should be achievable in a time period. Next, justification. The justification in the sense you have to write like how you have to recommend your methodology with a proper scientific statements. Next will be the expected methodology output. So this expected outcome, like how this your research work will be effectively have an influence on the society, and you have to add your future scope as well. So after that, you have to add your references to your paper. So along with the research proposal, the MHRD is going to ask you to write a statement of purpose. That means why you are good recommended for the PMRF. So this statement of purpose should answer these 4 questions. The question 1 will be the who are you and what do you want to do. So this is the best, this is the major question where you have to answer in your statement purpose. First, you have to answer who are you, what do you want to do. Second question will be the what do you want to do it. So if you are getting awarded with this PMRF fellowship, what you want to do it. Next one is the why you are the right candidate for the program and what do you want to do in future. So these 4 questions you have to seriously answer in the statement of purpose while you are applying for this fellowship. So this statement of purpose, the first one will be the first para of the statement of purpose should consisting of the introduction of yourself and your interest and your motivation. Next, second para, it should start with the summarization of your undergraduate and previous graduate career. So here highlight, you can publications if you are any having, and you can highlight about your project work and workshop and handling cross-section trainings you are attended. If you are attending any conference, you can highlight here. If you are having any internship, industrial exposure or any experience, any achievements, you can highlight in a second para of your statement of purpose. Third para, discuss the relevance of your recent and current activities. The next fourth stata, you justly elaborate your proposal in a single para. The last para, it's consisting of the deliverables and teaching assistance and importance to your careers, like how you are planning to end with your career in future. What like you are planning to join as assistant professor in any institutes, or you are to carry out your research and all, you have to mention in this para. So your statement of purpose should answer these 4 questions along with these detailed questions as well. So your statement of purpose is the crucial element when you are applying for this fellowship. So here I am showing that one case study like NIT Trichy, how the students are getting this PMRF fellowship. So you can see here first I'm talking about a Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. So I think there are 3 to 4 students got this PMRF fellowship from this department. They are working on EV batteries, power system and smart grid, array antennas, electric passenger cars. So in these areas, the student got PMRF fellowship from last 3 years. Department of Architecture, they are mainly focusing on the analyzing of indoor environment and classrooms in India. So from this research area, the 2 fellows are got PMRF from the Department of Architecture. Computer Science Engineering, they are mainly focusing on the effective computing methods, and chemistry, the polymer synthesis. Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering, predictive analysis for diabetics detection system, and Department of Mechanical Engineering. We have received the one PMRF fellowship based upon the studies on vibroacoustics, and the metallurgical and materials engineering. The PMRF fellow was granted for the research of metal forming. So you can see here why I was awarded with this PMRF fellowship. This I am clearly stating you for your better understanding. So I'm my graduation, as well. I am graduated from IIIT Kadapa only. Along with I did my MTech in KL University Vijayawada. So don't have any good educational background from IITs and INITs. So the only thing, these are the main factors which can affect it to get me as a Prime Minister SS fellowship. First one will be the consistency in my education. So I don't have any education breaks in my complete education background. And second will be the consistency in my research. So I have extended my MTech research work into the PhD work, and I have published the two research journals in a reputed publications in MTech itself. And the beauty of my research proposal, and I was strongly recommended by my research grade department and as well as institute level. So this is the things mainly affects the fellowship selection criteria. So I'm especially thanks to the Ministry of Education, the government of India, to giving this such opportunity to interact with the young minds in overall India. I'm giving expressly my sincere thanks to the RGUKT Alumni Association, RGUKT RKV, and I especially thanks to the student coordinators and all participants. Thank you. So if we have any doubts regarding this fellowship, you can raise your questions. If you have any doubts in this section, you can post on comments. I will respond. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.